What's up, guys? Wonder Wednesday coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And tonight we've got at least one takeover, maybe a few more. We'll see. Starting right off with, is it Nadav? Nadav? I'm guessing. Something like that. We're going to start off with your account right away, my friend. Boyd, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. We'll do some takeovers. I don't know. If we're stuck on my account, I'll do some Grim Forest. Possibly some ever so fun gear cleansing that I need to do. So you can see I'm super out of silver, which is always a little bit rough. I need some silver. I need to go through my gear. So I might have to do that if we run out of takeovers. We will see. So I'm gonna log out of my account right now, actually. We're gonna get right to it here. Just gonna log in real quick. Let's see. Hopefully we got the right username and password. And we're in. Good to go. All right, let's see. Let me check my initial messages. Let's see. Okay, so we got an early game account here. And see what we can do with it. You don't have speed gear. Then you got to grind for it. Let's see. What specifically are you talking about, Boyd? I don't remember if this is something that we've talked about before or what. What did I click? Okay. All right. So we have a very new account, level 44. How many days into it are we? Let's see. Daily login. We are on day 37. So we've got High Katoon. All right. So what are we struggling with, Nadav? Let's see. So we've got some starter champions. Not a lot. We got level 60 Norma. We got Ezio. We got level 50 Sun Wukong. Basilius Rowanus is not amazing, but he does hit kind of hard. Like, he could be useful. Not amazing, but useful. Rector Drath is very good. Jamarsa is okay. You kind of want to keep her around. Galapo, brand new. Ruella, Lady Annabelle, you want to keep a copy of her for sure. We got a High Katoon and Jizzo. All right, and then some rares and whatever. Let's see, we have anything in the vault? Nothing in the vault. Nothing important. Okay. Let's see. Let me shrink that a little. Okay. So, how are we doing in Demon Lord? Wait, what's the name of this team? 2G. Let's see, have we run any keys today? Let's see. How far have you gotten along in Demon Lord? Nadav? Let's see if you even have a team. Okay. Let's see. I would probably guess that she has a better. No, they're the same. Okay. I'm not sure that you need 2 revivers on the team. Probably be better just to have one really strong reviver. Maybe get a little bit more damage or some more protection in the team. Let's see. How are we doing in arena? Have we been working on our Great Hall at all? A little bit. You definitely want to be farming arena to improve your Great Hall consistently. We can't do area bonuses until level 50, apparently. Let's see what kind of teams are we working on here. Okay, so we're almost in gold. Let's see. We got Sun Wukong. Honestly, you don't need 4 damage dealers in your arena team. It'd be much better to have a Reviver in there in case anybody dies. I mean, you just don't have a lot of champions right now, so you don't have a lot of options. But I would go with that. Let's see, what's his? Okay. Let's see how we do here. All right, let's see. We can get decrease attack out of them. Get a perfect veil for us. Let's see. Okay. It should wipe out pretty quick here, I imagine. Sun Wukong. Oh, pretty weak, pretty weak. Okay. Might need to work on some builds here. All right, how about that one? Okay, I mean, he is only level 50 to be fair. But we will revive Ezio. Those poisons will probably do some quick damage to them. They should be just about dead. Okay, so at least we're winning this one. Let's take a look at some builds here. Oh, uh, try to comment back in YouTube, not in Discord. No, we don't need to go in a call. I don't really do that. Just keep your comments in YouTube. That's the chat that I read. You need help in Tag Arena. If you want, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't need help in Tag Arena because you barely have one team. All you need to do in Tag Arena right now is look for this kind of stuff where you're fighting one-man teams so you can get easy victories, and make sure you have one good damage dealer per team. Let's see. We got Sun Wukong here. I would take out Kale. You don't need to build a Kale because you have Ezio, and he's much, much better. And then this one, okay, we got Jamarsa, we got Norma. Okay, that's fine. I would probably take out a War Maiden, throw in Basilius. He can actually hit pretty hard. And then you can throw in whoever here, the turtle or something. Basically, you just want to have like one really good damage dealer. When you can get it, it is nice to have a reviver in each team, typically. And just look for these easy wins. That's all you really need to do at tag team at this point. Because the main thing that you need to do is just build lots and lots of champions and farm some gear. You don't need to do a lot else in the game right now. You're very early game, and you just don't need to worry about tag team all that much. Don't worry about progressing. You don't really need to. You can just hang out in bronze 1. If you get to bronze 2, that's cool. What's up, Champeroni? How you doing? Having a good night? Just take these easy victories. That's all you really need to do at this point, because you need to focus on 2 things: building champions, getting them to level 60, getting their masteries, all that good stuff, and then farming gear. You need good gear, you need good champions. You don't need to worry about progressing in tag team. It's not that important. Nobody really likes tag team arena. It's not that important for the game. You want to progress eventually, but it's not that important. Let's see. Any souls for anything that we care about? Probably not. Let's see. Got to keep up on this. Nice. We maxed that one out. Max somebody else. It's all right. I'm not ready to retire yet, but it is nice. Let's see. So we're not okay. You don't even have gems. You have a little bit of energy. Let's see. Now, you said something about shards, but listen up. This is very important. Tomorrow is a 2x event on ancient shards. So that means you have double the chances on every shard that you pull. Blue shards, ancient shards. You have double the chance of getting a legendary, double the chance of getting an epic. So you have typically a 0.5% chance of getting a legendary from an ancient shard. That doubles to 1%. You normally have like a 6% chance for an epic. That doubles to 12%. So this weekend, Friday through Sunday, that's when you want to pull all your ancient shards. Not your voids, not your sacreds, but all of your ancient shards, because you have double the chance of getting a legendary champion. So let's see. How are we progressing? I should check to see, do we have masteries on our champions? Continue working on your masteries. It's good that you are working on them. He's got them. Great. Keep working on his. Honestly, stop with your Kale. You don't need Kale. He was very important to the game as a starter champion 6 years ago. Ezio is a better poisoner. Narma is a better poisoner. You don't need Kale. You can use him as food or as a fill-in champion. He's not important at all to the game in 2026. He's just not. Rector Drath, you definitely want to get. You want to get Sun Wukong and Rector Drath to 60 so that they will stay alive, get their masteries. Yeah, we can take a quick look at your gear. Let's see. So we've got 1,000 pieces. All right. You are at least far enough along that you should be selling everything that's 1, 2, and 3 star. Honestly, probably 4 star. You shouldn't need anything that's 4 star after like a week. Just get rid of it. You don't need it. Now, for the rest, this is very important. Okay. Also, you don't need any common or uncommon gear. You just don't. That's garbage. Forget it. Always sell that right away. So now we're down to 250 pieces. Now it's getting serious. Now, these pieces, the gloves, the chest plate, and the boots. What you do not want out of these is anything that is flat HP, flat attack, or flat defense. With rare exception, I'm just going to select it all. The only exception could be speed gloves or speed chest plates that have multiple speed rolls. Now, this is not a good piece, but let's see. I want to check to see if you have any chaos ore. Okay, you only have 2 6-star pieces, so we can't use it. But I would try to re-roll this piece to see if you can hit triple speed. When you get a 5-star epic chaos ore, let's see. How's your clan going? Let's see. Is it a pretty active clan? It's very important that you get into a clan where everyone is active. The fact that somebody in this clan has not logged in 31 days means that your clan leader does not care if your clan members do not log in. You need to continually improve your clan as you go. I would get out of this clan, assuming that you're not the clan leader. If you're the clan leader, then you need to kick some people out and recruit. Okay, now this is a great place, the clan shop. Every other week, CVC weeks, there's always energy in here. That's probably what you need to be buying from it. Typically, later on, there's some good stuff occasionally. What I usually spend my clan gold on is the energy. I would get fragments for these legendary champions. Yannika's not great so much, but Yukarl is very solid even to this day. Um, but you never know. You could possibly use Yannika. She's not terrible. She's just not great. The books, the Chaos Ore, the Shard, and the medallions. That's the best stuff for most people. Yeah. If you're interested, contact Smacked by a Noob for a new clan. There's usually people in here looking for new clan members. All right, let's see. Are we doing Forge Pass? Let's see. We're on level 18, so you're doing some of the Forge Pass stuff, not all of it. That's fine. Let's see. So I don't know. I don't think you answered. Where are you at on Demon Lord? How's that team coming along? Demon Lord is one of the most important things that you should be focusing on early game. It will probably take you a while, especially if you're free to play. It looks like you're free to play. It will take you a while to get a good team for like Ultra Nightmare. Depends on your luck and your skill. But you can get to Nightmare pretty quick. Ultra Nightmare can be difficult. You need specific champions typically to get that done. Let's see. What else do we got going on? Are we working on our progress here? Okay. As you get champions, continue to make progress on faction wars. It's very important to try to get Lydia. She's a great champion. That is something to continually try to work on. If you're free to play, it might take you like 9 months to a year, typically, depending on how hard you grind. If you're really smart and really lucky, maybe less. If you spend money, definitely less. If you're more casual, it might take longer. But yeah, I mean, you really want to try to grind your way up through arena, get into gold. Just try to pick easy fights. But you definitely want to be grinding arena because you want to be improving your Great Hall because you basically get free stats from doing this. Now, you do typically want to focus on what your missions and your challenges ask you to do. Let's see. So we are working pretty hard on Arbiter. That's great. Win one super. Make sure that you're keeping up on this. There are these time gated missions where you have to do it on a specific day. So let's see. Is this a red day? Hey, better get this one done today. Better grind that, get one of those, get that mission done. See how are our challenges going. Making some progress. You do want to do these. Don't ignore these. You get some good rewards from doing it. You can get good books, you can get a few shards. It is good to do these challenges. Hey, no problem, Boyd. Let's take a look at your builds. Let's see what you've got. That's what we'll do. So here's let's see Norma. I don't have Norma, so I gotta take a quick look at her. Uh see, I assume that she's attack based, yeah. So poisoners are a little bit different than most damage dealers. A typical damage dealer like Sun Wukong, you want crit rate. You don't want HP percent on him. You need to pay attention to this. What kind of champion are they? Is their damage based on attack? It'll say in their skills, damage based on attack. If that's the case, you don't want HP percent as your chest plate. You want attack percent. So there you go. Fortunately, we did have something replaceable here. This is going to give him the attack percent where he's going to get more damage. Now, you're not going to want lifesteal on him forever. You will want to progress beyond that, but for now, that's fine. And you do want to get, let's see, we don't want a defense amulet if we can avoid it. We want crit damage if available. Now, this means that you need to be farming the spider or the event dungeon, get some accessories, because he wants crit damage. Most damage dealers want crit rate and crit damage, attack percent here, and then speed boots as the main stat. Not the speed set, but speed as the main stat. Now, unfortunately, you don't have any of that in lifesteal, except for that which you have on Ezio. This would work here as well. Let's see. Do you have lifesteal on him as well? You do. Okay. So preferably for a damage dealer like Sun Wukong, eventually you want to get him into a proper damage set. Something like Savage, but that's not going to happen for a while. It does take time to grind for the gear, improve your gear. That will take time. But yeah, I mean, a flat attack is pretty bad. Pretty bad. We want speed. So try to get a pair of speed boots for him. You can get that in Dragon. You can get that somewhere in campaign, I'm sure. Definitely try to get that. Now, poisoners like Norma are a little bit different. Instead of trying to get crit rate for them, most poisoners, you actually want attack percent. Assuming that they're attack based damage dealer, you want attack percent on the gloves, attack percent on the chest plate. So here you have flat or defense percent. Now it is nice that she has a triple speed roll, but it's a 4-star piece. Even a triple roll on a 4-star piece is not that good. It's like a double roll on a 5 or 6-star piece. You should be pretty quickly trying to move on past 4-star pieces if you can. Accuracy is okay as well. They do need accuracy. So this can be accuracy or attack percent. Same thing as the banner. But you do want to get them to 6 stars so that you can get a banner, extra stats. And then this is a good ring. You want to make sure that you're getting stuff up to 12 at least. You know, if you're short on silver, usually you can go these bottom or the top pieces, the weapon, the helmet, the shield, those can be 12. The bottom pieces, the accessories, those can be level 12. Now, I wouldn't put crit damage on her necessarily. I would prefer her probably to have an attack amulet if you got one available. You don't have a 5-star, so I'm going to ignore that. But these middle pieces, you want to be level 16. Again, this is a flat HP boot. You want speed on the boots. This is significantly hurting you. Even though you have speed gear, you're losing 40 to 45 speed just by not having a 5 or 6-star boot based on speed. So if we just found any random speed boot and leveled it up even to 12, put it on her, she would be faster even though we're breaking up a speed set. She would have more accuracy too. You need to be looking for speed main stat on speed boots. So Ezio, also, he does actually benefit, it seems, from having crit rate on the gauntlets. Attack percent is good. Again, try to get 5 and 6 star pieces. Speed on the boots. So he's built a little bit better than Wukong. That's why he did a little bit more damage in Arena. Let's see. You do want to try to get 100% crit rate. That's good. You do want to improve the speed. So basically, you just need to grind for more gear. And that's normal. Everybody's trying to get better champions and better gear in the game. So you're on the right foot there. You're on the right track, I should say. Let's see, Spider. Now, what you really want to do in Spider is try to get to stage 10. If you can get to stage 10, that's going to change everything. Because stage 10 has an unusually high percentage chance of getting 5-star accessories. So until you can get to stage 20, you really just can focus on stage 10. It's the most bang for your buck. Now, what kind of team do we have here? Yeah, so we just need to improve our team here. You just have to grind for gear. It's kind of the way it is. How about Dragon? Try to get to 20. There's a big difference at stage 20. But it's only Spider where you really have an advantage of doing stage 10. Every other dungeon, get as far as you can. So fortunately, a lot of poisoners are actually really good against the dragon. So just get better gear over time and you'll improve. But that's what you really need to. Yeah, Kale's not that important. Crit rate's fine. Defense is bad. This is flat defense. I see that you put him in Savage, but there's a saying in Raid for an early game player. It's stats over sets. So when you're early game, don't worry so much about getting perfect sets all the time. You want the right kind of piece with the right kind of stats. So flat HP boots are not helping you. Flat defense chestplate is not helping you. Look at what kind of champion he is. And this is the reason why I don't want you to really focus on keeping Kale. It's because he needs the same thing as Ezio and Norma. So you want to be able to spread out your gear. We already have 2 poisoners. We don't necessarily need a third. Now, if you want to use them for like faction wars, just make a preset of Ezio's gear, save it as Ezio, save as champion preset, or save as global preset. And then you can go to Kale, and anytime you want to use Kale, you just use Ezio's preset. And then when you're done, you move it back to Ezio. So I wouldn't even necessarily have gear on Kale for much longer. Let me double check that Demon Lord team. Yeah, I'd keep Kale out of it. Use Haikatune for turn meter. Get all these champions to 60 so that you have some revive options. And then tomorrow could be a very big day for you. In like 3.5 hours or so, we're going to have a champ chase open up. We're going to have the 2x event for the ancient shards. And you can pull those ancient shards and boom, you might have some more great champions. But really, you just need to continue working, work through your missions, work through your challenges, work through campaign. How's our campaign coming along? Let's see. We're still. Are we still on normal, or have we moved along? Okay, we're doing fine here. Don't worry about Nightmare for like a long time. Nightmare's not even important. It's not a big deal. You can take care of Brutal when you want to, but most people farm. I'm sorry, Nightmare. Don't worry about Nightmare. Most people farm Brutal uh 12-3. So Brimstone 12-3. This is where you get kind of like your best silver and your best XP for your champions as you try to grind for building up champions. SKB made it to a live stream. What's up? What's up? I mean, let's see. If you wanted to keep some gear on Kale, I just find any attack percent. It doesn't really matter what. This has some speed on it. It's not a great piece. I would put any speed boot on him over that. If it had crit rate on it, that would be better. That at least has accuracy on it, so I'd put that on him. That kind of thing. This one, crit rate's fine for him. And again, he's an attack-based damage dealer. Let's see. We don't have a crit damage amulet, but we do have an attack-based one. And then a ring. A ring should also be attack if you have one. We don't have a lot of great options, but we can take that. Oh, you were sick this whole time? You doing better? And then Rowanus, I mean, you've got all attack-based damage dealers, unfortunately. Let's see if we have any crit rate available left. Let's see, we got that. I mean, we don't have a lot of great options. You can just throw whatever on. See if we can find another crit rate piece, get extra crit rate. Let's see, this says crit damage and flat attack. I mean, these are not great pieces. You really need to be farming for better gear. Try to get speed boots on him if we can. It doesn't matter much. We need more gear, better gear. Let's just look for stuff with a lot of crit rate if we can. Crit rate, crit rate, crit rate. That's fine. Nothing amazing there. Just throw on some randomly okay-ish kind of gear. If you're not able to do a whole lot of dragon farming, campaign works okay-ish. You can get some, you can technically get lifesteal, speed, those two gear sets. But yeah, I mean, mostly at this point in the game, you're doing three things besides trying to get new champions. You're doing campaign to level up champions, and then you're farming two dungeons. I wouldn't even worry very much about Ice Golem or Fire Knight. You're mostly worried about Spider's Den and Dragon. You want to try to get to Spider 10 and get to Dragon 20 as soon as you can. I have no idea what you just said. Oh, you're saying where should you spend your energy? On the missions or gear? Yes. Should try to do both. What I would do is do missions that you can do. Do challenges that you can do. When you run into a wall where you can't do anymore, then you can either farm campaign to upgrade more champions, or you can do Minotaur to get your masteries for all your champions, or you can do these two dungeons, Spider or Dragon. And then also do Arena. Look for weak teams. You'll probably see a lot of Predators right now. Don't fight Predator. You're not gonna win a fight with Predator probably. And avoid UDK too. He's a pain. I can't believe there's still all these UDKs in early arena. Look for weak teams like this, where they got a lot of like rares in the team. They're usually weaker. All right, any more questions? But you do need to learn kind of how to build champions, but you do need gear in order to do that. You have a little bit of silver now to work with. And good luck pulling your ancient shards tomorrow, which I highly advise you to do. The gear on the last one. Like Rector Drath, HP percent, that's great. HP percent, that's great. 4-star is bad, but speed, okay. That's what you want for her. You want her tanky. Same thing with Jamarsa. You want HP percent, speed. Okay, those are fine. Just try to build up their HP and their speed, and that's pretty much all you're gonna have to worry about right now. Oh, Haikatoon. You just want her fast. I see you have her in all chronophage, which isn't bad because you get speed and speed here. HP percent would be good with speed. Same thing here. And same thing here. Just try to make her fast. That's pretty much all that matters. Make her as fast as you can. Put her in your fastest gear until you get like Arbiter or something. What's up, Calamity Kaka? Welcome in. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I mean, definitely don't neglect your forge. Mostly focus on the 5-star gear, though. Perception is much more important than resilience. Try to do your faction wars every day. Improve whenever you can. You don't have a lot of champions now, so there's only so much you can do, though. Going all right so far. We're just doing a little coaching takeover for this pretty new account. About 5 weeks old. Yep. And anytime you have a question, you can ask it in the Discord or come back for another live stream. All right, we're going to go back to my account. We got a little bit of work to do on Grim Forest. Who is pulling shards in a few hours? That's a good question, Ricky. Depends. Do you have a lot of other shards? How new of an account are you? Do you do you spend money? Are you free to play? Now, personally, I'm probably gonna pull my ancients. I don't have a ton. I'm just gonna go for it. I think I'm not super concerned about the ancients. I've got enough sacreds for whatever I have coming up. I've had a okay sacred luck lately. Not amazing, but been getting like one or two a week instead of zero. I've got 36 ancient shards, so I'll probably get, I don't know, I might get some more for the demon lord. I'll have close to 40. I'm not even at mercy, but who cares? It's not that many shards. I'll just take my chances. But if you're like, I usually use sacred shards for like fusions and stuff. But we still have like probably a month and a half before the anniversary. If you're, well, I'm a real with you, Ricky. You probably don't have a lot of champions. Why are you going to wait for the anniversary for? You probably aren't going to have enough shards for that. Unless you are like really good at saving up. Like if your demon lord is progress, you're getting shards every day. But really, if you are a brand new account, you just want lots of champions. You just need to be building up your roster. Otherwise, you're just not progressing. You'd just be waiting a month and a half just to see if maybe you could get one champion from a fusion that may be good, probably good. I'd probably say YOLO, try to get some. If you have like, especially if you're close to Mercy, especially, but you just need a lot of champions. If you're early game, you just need a lot of champions. Take advantage of a 2x. That's what I would typically do. But, everybody has their own opinion, their own way of playing. You're skipping the shard event, really going to buckle down and wait for March. A lot of people are really excited about the anniversary event. I think probably because the last two have been really good. I don't really remember anniversary being that special before like Armand's. I always thought it was kind of bland. Like Armand's was great, Fabian was great. What was the one before Armand's? I don't even remember. Like it doesn't feel like there were just Easter champions before. There was Estrid, there was Razzlevarg that time of year. Maybe those were April champions. I don't know. Uh, Whoever it was that says they have a clan cluster, can you just um say something in the Discord so Nadav can friend you or whatever and figure that out? I don't know how else he's gonna find that very easily. Yeah, Lizard faction is my Lizard faction is not that good. It's kind of a rough faction unless you pull like Lazarius or something. By the way, some of these mythical names, at least a couple of them, not very clever. What should we name the lizardmen? Lazarius? That's like naming me Humanus. And you know what Gallius means? It's just the scientific word for chicken. It's not that clever. They could have done better. That's all I'm saying. They could have done better. You can only one key nightmare if it's spirit. How many ancient shards do you have? I guess would be the big question. Yeah, I mean, You can do either SKB. In my I would say personally, just get champions now. Now, to be fair, he's got to build up the champions that he does have. So he could just focus on that for the next month. It is tough free to play. Believe me. I was terrible at the game for a long time. And I'm not free to play, but I'm like very low spender. 17, you're not getting anything for 17 shards, to be honest. But like, how many sacreds do you have? Because you need like 10 or 12 sacreds to do a fusion. Like, maybe if you save like 100 ancients in that time, but he's not doing, if you're not doing Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, you're not getting that many shards anyway. So it just depends on your personality. Do you feel like yellowing or do you feel like saving? I will say that the last couple of March fusions have been great. So, do you want to yellow or do you want to hold? It's kind of more a personality thing, I think. You got 8 6-star champions. Do you have more good champions that you're still building? If you've built all your good champions, go try to get another champion. I don't know. Smacked by the noob. I I don't believe that anybody but me can put a link into the YouTube chat. Unless I'm wrong, I think that's the way it's set up. But you can post it in the Discord, the main Discord. Bruh, Chuggins, 2 primal shards and a dream Gaia Commodus? That's crazy. It took me like 2 years to get a mythical champion almost. From shards. 2 shards and a dream for Commodus is amazing luck. Yeah, if you just he's in the Discord. Yeah, right there. Exclamation Discord. I don't know how it. Never mind. Let's see. Anybody anybody definitely pulling shards tomorrow? I do plan on having a shard party if anybody wants to show up and have me pull your shards. I'll be pulling mine just because I have plenty of sacreds for whatever's coming for up. I'm just gonna YOLO whatever ancients I have. Yeah, it struck out during the 2x primal too. I'm trying my very best to not pull primals during anything other. I've only gotten one since then, by the way. Wasn't that like, was that 1 week ago or two? I think that was 2 weeks ago. I still just have one primal shard. Man, they still are not making it easy. Maybe I'll get. How do we end up doing in Chimera? Oh no. We got 4th in Chimera. That is rough. Okay, well, apparently I'm not getting anything out of that. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, thanks for the new sub. Dude, I tell you, I had bad luck for probably 3.5, 4 years in this game. When I started streaming, I finally got a little bit of streamer luck. That took a little bit of time. The more subs you get, the more luck they give you, I think. Is there? I mean, here's my mythicals after what 2.5 years that they've been out or something. It wasn't until this month that I pulled a nice. Before that, I pulled Calamitous back in like May or something. So that took me almost 2 years to get him. A few months ago, I got Ashnar, who's good, and I think getting better. And then I finally pulled a nice. But it took me, let's see, it took me 4 years to pull a Duchess. It took me 4.5 years almost to pull a Rhodos. And they've been in the game forever. Yeah, I mean, dupes are kind of they're good if they're good, you know, like if they help you with your faction guardians, they're good. If it's a faction you care about. Like I finally have 2 factions filled out for Legos. Other factions, I've got 2. I think I have a dupe for everything at least, other than the Argonites. Naturally, you want Gizmak, Crixia, and Lazarius to put. Yeah. Tell me about wanting to use 6-star souls. I'm sitting on all these souls. I got 6-star Crixia too. A 6-star Gizmak too. Apparently those are pretty easy to get. A 6-star Siegfried would be cool. A 6-star Arbaeus would be cool. Mostly I want this 5-star Galathier. I got 4-star Lazarius, 5-star Tashiro. But what I'll probably do is pull a 2-star Aphidus in like a year and a half. Maybe they'll buff him by then. I thought we were going to make a trade for something, SKB. Alternative blessing than cruelty on Tagore. I mean, you could always do. I mean, do you have a Brimstone champion? You could always use a Brimstone champion or Brimstone blessing on a clan boss team. Otherwise, let's see. Do I even have a blessing on my Tagore? I haven't even chosen my blessing. Let's see. I don't use him enough. People already buffed out. Oh yeah, he's good in like PvE. You're right. Just not what I'm looking for. Out of mythical champion, I want PvP, you know? PvE is mostly solved for me. Let's see. Doesn't have a heal. Let's see. Does he have what's his aura? Not that good. Let's see, he's an epic champion. Could put emergency heal, maybe not. Huh. I don't see a lot of great options for him. See, does he have increased defense? Faultless defense is an option? Yeah, I mean if you have a good speed lead, oh wait, you can't put intimidating presence on him. He's an epic. Hey Rams, how you doing tonight? Let's see. Let's see what Hell Hades has to say. Let me guess. He's the one that says Phantom Touch or something. I mean, I'm kind of leaning toward Faultless Defense. Yeah, Hell Hades says cruelty, but if you already have a cruelty champion, yo Trey, long time no see. I don't know. Do you guys have a blessing for Tagore? I'm kind of thinking Faultless Defense. Oh, you can do a Commanding Presence. It's like a worse version. Oh, that's what that's what you were just saying as I was looking. Strengthen your team's aura. Gives you extra HP. That's a good start. Extra 5,500 HP isn't going to hurt, that's for sure. That one doesn't really help him so much as the ally. Heals this champion whenever a shield buff placed on them expires. Well, he doesn't really place it on himself so much. Does he? Wait. No. Where do you use them, Rams? Like Hydra probably? I mean, I feel like Commanding Presence is probably the best. Faultless Defense seems like an option. You don't really want that on a clan boss team. Yeah, I would just go. I'm gonna go Commanding Presence. Feel like that's solid. If you have a speed lead, it'll make it. It could be. It could be more difficult to speed tune if you did that. You got to watch out for that. If you have a speed lead in the front, but if he's your lead, gives you extra HP percent, help you stay alive. Chainbreaker if he's your stun target, that makes sense. The spider is usually not. Not too difficult, you know. Unless you don't have any other like max HP nukers or whatever. I mean, hard spider can be solved with cold hearts or royal guards if you have to. You don't want a mythical champion for spider. Hydra, maybe. Like I pretty much the only place I regularly use Calamitous is Hydra. But most of that's because I don't have them booked. Yeah, if you put commanding presence or whatever the epic version is, you got to be careful with speed tunes. If he's your stun target, as Calamity said, Chainbreaker. Otherwise, faultless defense, whatever. Just kind of depends on your team, you know. All right, let's see. I have been going hard on Sand Devil, trying to actually get some dust on my account. No, I don't need him for Shogun. Shogun's not that hard. Shogun's easier than Sand Devil. But I have Marius. I have two Newts. My Shogun team. This is my Shogun team. It takes like 18 to 20 seconds. I've got good options there. I don't need a mythical champion for Shogun. But, I've been playing for a while. Your clan boss team is Geo, Mikey, Xenomorph to Hunterak to Gore. Okay. I see that. What about Godseeker? I used to use for Sand Devil for a long time until I got some better options. I had a Godseeker and Walking Tomb Drang duo team that took like 6 minutes. And that was after the nerf. It took like 11 or 12 minutes before the nerf. Empress and Shogun, huh? He is a versatile champion. I use him in Faction Wars too. He's so good in Faction Wars. I guess that was yesterday's. Yeah, Godseeker Neri is really nice for doing like a duo Sand Devil team. She's also really good for Amius. Godseeker Newt. Yeah, a lot of people didn't been doing Godseeker Newts. Godseeker Ninja's an option. We've built a couple of those teams on the stream in the past. That's pretty good. 1 minute. I don't usually worry about I don't like doing teams with food. I do most of my champ training just with brews. You get brews from a lot of areas in the game now because you can get them. By the way, Curse City resets in 9 hours. Get ready for a new month of Curse City. But you get brews from Curse City, you get it from Grim Forest, get them from Doom Tower, you get them from Clan Boss. You get brews all over the place. So I do like 95% of my champ training just with brews. Like I I struggle for this monthly quest, win 500 campaign battles. Look, I'm at 490 with 4 days to go. I don't Here's a little secret for you guys. When you get into end game, this might even work mid game. Use brews for your champ training. And then for campaign, watch this. I don't know how many people do this. I don't know if anybody does this but me. I do my daily quests on normal. You know why? This takes 4 energy instead of 8. I don't care about the champ training. I do it with brews. I don't know if anybody does that. Yeah, I mean, everybody does the brews, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't know if anybody does campaign normal. I may have invented that. I don't know. If you're trying to win champ training and you're in the end game like me, and you have the competition like I do, the way to win champ training is to bring out the pocketbook and buy lots and lots and lots of mythical books, legendary books. Book up a lot of champions in the last hour of the tournament. You can blow by the competition. It's ridiculous. And that's why I don't win champion training tournaments. Not the ones that matter. Use Skull Crown for campaign. I watched this video. It might have been 6 months or a year ago. There was a guy who he breaks like the Doom Tower records for which nobody cares about, by the way, but like fewest turns. And he used a lot of like Skull Crown stuff where Skull Crown would just went like really slow, but would have 3 pieces of reaction or something, or revenge, excuse me, and would just win on counterattacks with Skull Crown, which I never bothered to do, but it's pretty funny. No, normally I typically use I use books for personal CVC. Very easy rewards. I'm talking about Krakens, okay? Krakens can do whatever they want whenever they want, you know? I agree. I don't normally do that. Unless I'm desperate or something. Or desperately lazy, or I just really want to book a champion. But most of the time, I save them up and I recommend people that are free to play, low spenders, or just smart and not Krakens. Save your books for personal CVC. You get amazing points for them. Did he change it over to this video might have been before Crocat was even out. I'm not sure. I just remember Skull Crown being a thing. That Crocat also makes sense. With Shayak, obviously. Might get Empress today if I get 3 more frags. Good luck, Trey. How much longer do we have to wait? Like 6 hours? Okay. You mean tomorrow, future man. Trey lives in the future. It's still Thursday for me here, folks. I know a good amount of you live significantly east of me. Yeah, there. How big of a spender are you, James? Because there's levels. Krakens spend all day, every day, you know? Whales still have to be smart. Krakens splash that cash. Crocad, Shayak, and you mean Calvalax? I assume you mean Calvalax is the poison dude. Oh, Rams, you must be just north or south of me. We may have talked about that before. I don't remember. I'm in Oregon. You really wish they'd make personal rewards, CVC rewards linked differently. Well, they're not changing it, Calamity. It's been the same for like 4 years. We can wish all we want. They don't care about us. Couple hundred, all right. What do we call you? A mini whale, perhaps? Let's see. So, on normal, I want to try this. I'm not doing this tonight. I got to prepare better for this. I want to try to beat the boss with all the minions alive on normal. See if I can do it. I've got the clauses, Klazag, Marishka, and some kind of damage dealer. I'm not sure which one. I don't know if you need like a burner on the team. I might need to switch up a champion. I might need to bring in Hilvy or something. I might need to switch this up. I'm not sure. I gotta think about that. I gotta watch one of those videos where you chip away at that. I want to practice that though. Let's see. Is this an easy one? Oh, this is an easy one. Excellent. Let's see. Can I do turtles? Turtle teams totally work. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think I'm gonna need to change up my deck because I don't think I brought Hilvy in. I think I'll bring Hilvy in. Hopefully that'll work. Dolphin. Okay. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Let's see. Okay, I don't actually need to finish this run. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you don't actually have to finish those runs of the Trove Master. Once you reach the like top prize or whatever, you can just finish that. Let's see. Let's go speed attack, whatever. The other thing I need to do is I need to get up all the stats that I can. So I actually want to switch up my, I can buy. Yeah, Hilvy's not in there. I don't even have an HP burner. But I should be able to buy a change. I can get rid of her, no big deal. I'll bring in Hilvy. Would Volcanos work? Hilvy's probably safer. I think you kind of need Hilvy anyway. Remove their buffs. I think she'd be real good. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's possible. I don't know if I have the gear. I think I probably have the champions, but we'll see. It'd be nice if I had this guy. I wouldn't mind a Galathier. Just saying. Just saying, Raid. Let's see if I can redraw and get Hilvy in there. See, we got Hilvy. Wait a minute. So you. Oh, perfect. Okay, there's the team. If I can't do it with this team, I probably can't do it. Klazag's not built right now. I don't trust his build. Her build's just okay. Her build's okay. Her build's good. I'm going to work on that. That's the plan. Okay. Well, we'll probably use Hilvy for her buff strip, though. We'll see. I'll have to go back and watch. Like, Nub did a video. I think I've seen another video. I forget. Oh, put you in there. You. That'll probably work. So you probably have to attack the Inferno boss first. Yeah. I know you have to really chip away. I feel like Hilvy will be good for that buff strip she has, though. That's pretty good for Grim Forest normal, getting immortal soul coins. I had to spend a bunch of essence today. I got a 5th star for Rhodos. See, almost have a turtle team. Who is pulling shards tomorrow? Who's gonna YOLO? Let's see. Chuggins, message me. Let's see. Wants a clan boss team and a arena help. Are you still there, Chuggins? We can always take a look. Doesn't hurt to take a look. Champ Chase. I don't know. What do you guys think is harder, Champ Chase or a Summon Rush? I mean, Champ Chase is nice if you have saved up resources. I don't know. I pretty much gave up last weekend. I was like, I don't want to waste shards on this. Cassandra's not good enough to worry about that. Do you want us to do a takeover for you right now, Chuggins? We can take a look. Do you have silver though? If you don't have silver, I can't do much for you. There's no silver, we can do a coach. But we can't do a proper takeover without a good amount of silver. I feel like champion chases are really easy if you have a lot of like prior fragment fusion saved up. Or if it's during like a 2x ancient like tomorrow. If you have like 100 ancient shards saved up, it actually becomes very easy. Okay. We can look at your account, but I can't do anything with 6 million silver. I can point you in the right direction though. I can give you ideas. I can't build champions with 6 million silver. Just can't do it. I don't have silver either. That's why I can't do anything on my account. I need to do a full gear cleanse this weekend. Okay, we can do coaching easy. People always have ideas. Even if I don't have the best idea, people in chat have the best ideas. Do you know Bennett, do you know your mercy? Because that's a big question. But typically a 2x event is the best time to be pulling for most people. Especially newer players. Yeah, 10x's are nothing. Honestly, progressive events are practically nothing unless it's for like voids. Then it's a little better. But like trying to get a 10x champion from ancients or sacreds is it's like finding 10 needles in a one of 10 needles in a haystack. You're still probably not going to happen. It can. It does happen. It's just the odds are still not good. Oh, then you're due. You're due. I mean, I don't know how long you've been playing, how many shards you pulled, but I would say if you pull tomorrow, there's a very good chance you get a legendary or 2 or 3. You never know. Let's see. Okay. Accept that friend request. Oh, okay. We got the password. I didn't see that for a sec. I mean, you're not guaranteed to get a legendary unless you hit Mercy. If you don't know, when you get to 200 ancients without pulling a legendary, your rates go up by 5% per pull. So it'd go from, like, say tomorrow's a 2x, be 1%. You hit shard 201, you would have a 6% chance and an 11% chance. But typically for new players, a 2x event is when you want to be pulling ancients. Let's see what we got going on. We got some Searsha, we got Yukaro, working on Quintus, Hilvy, nothing. The Mithrala, Drexthar. Sorry, I'm taking away your red dots because stop keeping your red dots, people. Let's see. All right, what are we? Let's see. Kaiser. What do we normally hit? No, it's 200 for ancients, 200 for voids. I think 20 for sacreds. And then for primals, it's 200 for a mythical and like 75, I think, for a legendary. Okay, you 3-key Ultra Nightmare. Well, that's fine. Where's your team? Is this your normal team, the one that says Demon? Okay, then you wouldn't be guaranteed tomorrow, but it is your best shot at legendary. Put it that way. Okay. Um, 3 key honestly sounds pretty good for what you have. Let's see, you're hiding everything apparently. What in the world? Oh, there we go. Ooh, Commodus. Bro, your arena should be cooking. Got Predator and Commodus. Yuki Masa. You got a couple of really good turtles. You got so many good arena nukers. Let's see now. Should I save my ancients for any upcoming fusions or anniversary events or open tomorrow while 2x is active? You know, that's what we were talking about maybe half hour ago. I'll say this. Number one, it's up to you. Do what you are most comfortable with. 2x ancient event is the best chance to get a good amount of legendaries and epics on your account. You're not guaranteed anything. If you're a patient player, you got other things to do in the game, you already have champions that you need to build. The anniversary event is, at least the last couple years, has been, they've had great fusions. The last two were Fabian and Armand's, who are basically can't miss champions. But if you think that you can get more shards in the next month and a half, If you're doing well in like if you're getting Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss down every day, you're getting new shards all the time, you can get champions now. Depends on how patient you are. They're both good options. Depends on what you want more. Let's see. Do we have. Let's check for some things here. Do we have Maneater? No. Do we have Demitha? No. Do we have a good unkillable champion? No. Or that was block damage. Unkillable? Not really. Honestly, you can three. If you can three key it, that's boring. If you can three key Ultra Nightmare and one key Nightmare, that's all you need to do. Doing brutal and hard are just like little bonuses where sometimes you'll get a shard, but not very often. But you don't really have great options for trying to like one key this or anything. Typically with Demon Lord, you need certain kinds of compositions to be able to last the 50 turns to get enough damage in. Now you can make these champions as tanky as you can, get a few more turns out of it. Build their damage as well as you can, get more damage out of it. But there's only so much that you can do without specific kinds of champions. Just kind of the way it is. Now, if you have really good champions, there are a few ways that you could brute force your way through it. You might consider, I don't know who's doing your damage. Maybe put a Brogni in there, put like a really good shield. It doesn't work like he used to. It probably won't work, but you could try it. Yeah, I mean, to be real with you guys though, getting the top chest in Ultra Nightmare is worth more than every other chest in Clan Boss. Most days, now I take down personally. I use all 4 keys every day. I take down Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, Brutal, Hard. If I get an extra key, I'll even take down Normal and Easy. Most days, I don't even get shards out of anything besides Ultra Nightmare. Sometimes I'll get, I'll get a Void Shard randomly. I'll get a few Ancients here and there. About once a month, you might get a Sacred Shard out of Nightmare. Maybe, if you're lucky. But Ultra Nightmares matters way more than any of that. You get shards almost every day out of Ultra Nightmare. On average, you probably get 1 or 2 a week if you're lucky. Sometimes you go 3 weeks without getting a Sacred Shard from Ultra Nightmare. It is RNG. I do personally feel like it's been nerfed over the years, but I don't have proof. Yeah, I mean, you can get a Void out of the very bottom, out of getting the top chest on normal or whatever. You can. It's possible. It's not very likely, but it's possible. But Ultra Nightmare is pretty much all that matters. If you can 2 key, 3 key, 4 key it, as long as you're patient enough to sit through that every day, nothing else matters, realistically. Ultra Nightmare is by far the most important. But as far as trying to build a better Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team, to be honest, you could try to improve your builds, but that's about it. You don't have a team block damage. You don't have a team unkillable. You don't have a Wixwell with his massive shields. At least I don't think you have a Wixwell. So you kind of just have to wait until you get that kind of champion. The easiest ones to get with a little bit of luck is pull your Void Shards so you get a Man-Eater or a Demitha. They make things a little bit easier. Not perfectly easy, but you have a better shot at it. In Curse City, I can't beat Bommel. Which one? On hard or normal? Looks like you're not on hard, so normal. Where is he? This guy? Do you have a shield champion? Who's this? Uh, I mean, the easiest way is to get a champion that gives himself a shield and to chip away at it. Not great. Not great options. I mean, you can maybe put her in regeneration gear. See if that works. Every time that she drops down below 20%, she gets unkillable. Regen gear could get that back up. Maybe put like a golden elixir if you had one somewhere. You might not. You don't? Okay. You don't have a ton of options to be real. But shield is the way to beat Bommel. Wait, you said Bommel. This isn't Bommel. That's Scarab King. What am I talking about? I always get Bommel and Scarab King confused in my brain. Is that the one you meant, though? Okay, that we both thought the wrong thing on the same wavelength. This is Borgoth. This is the Scarab King. Bommel is the one that bombs. Um, just got a level 60 HP defense champ who didn't pull many buffs out, put him in immortal and regen, and you're sweet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your gear situation is like. Regen is useful for sure. We don't have a lot of options here. Um, what blessing does God? No, she doesn't have that. Okay. We don't have a lot of great options. He doesn't have like anybody super tanky. I would see if you could put her in regen gear, see if that would work. If you had like a good brimstone on somebody. Scarab King is a pain in the butt, to be real. Let's see. Okay, you have some regen gear. Even if you have to borrow from another champion, try regen gear on. Try it on Skull Crown. Try it on somebody tanky. You can always try to throw in like Godseeker and Rector. And then like a Brimstone champion, maybe. And then Ezio with his poisons. You could try Godseeker plus Rector with gear on. Try Ezio for his poisons. But it's going to be tough. Put regen gear on whoever you use, probably. Did Ezio have Brimstone on him? Oh, he hasn't chosen depending on what you want to do for the blessing. Brimstone is an option if you're going to use Ezio for PvE. If you're going to use him for PvP, maybe not the best idea, but it is an option for PvE. You could consider that. You have some options. They're not the best, but you might be able to sneak by. Maybe. Uh, I wasn't worried about the aura Rams. The thing with Skull Crown is if you put her in, if she doesn't die too easily, if she's not too squishy, if you put her in regen gear, my idea was, and I don't know if he has the gear for it, but this isn't even booked. That's probably not going to work. I would probably go with Godseeker plus Ezio. Put them both in regen gear. Make sure that he has enough accuracy. I'd probably put him in like perception and regen or something. Enough accuracy. Wait, does he need accuracy? I always forget this. I still haven't used him on my account. See, places a perfect veil for 2 turns at the start of each round. I mean, you might put in Rector Draft just so he has that perfect veil coming up more often. Yeah, Rector Draft's perfect veil would help him out as well. Either that or build him with accuracy, right? Yeah, just being real, he probably doesn't have great resistance. It does not appear to be the case. That one's gonna be hard, not gonna lie. This boss sucks. Wait. We do have unbuilt. We do have Doom Priest. Doom Priest is great. Probably still not enough. I just want to check something. They're not even built. They're not even built. I just want to check something. Don't think that I expect this to work. I want to try something. I mean, it might take forever. Godseeker might just do it herself. Probably not. I wouldn't recommend this. But she's gonna revive every time she dies. This might take 100 years. Yeah. If do we know how much resistance we would need for Curse City normal? You know what? He's coming back every so often. He'll get some hits in. It's probably a better idea though. I mean, maybe we can find the gear. This this seriously would take beyond the turn count limit. If we had 10,000 turns, we might get that done, but if you leave it running for like a year. Let's see. Let's see what we have available. We can always let's see. Is this preset? Okay, we'll save this preset and see if we can find gear. If we need 300 resistance, I'm going to be real. I'm guessing we don't have a great haul. We've put nothing into resistance. That doesn't help. I assume we don't have anything here. We don't. It's going to be hard. If we put if he got him to 6 stars and we were able to put resistance on the chest plate, resistance on the banner, maybe get some chronophage gear, maybe some mercurial pieces, maybe. Let's see what kind of regen gear we even have. Hey, that's resistance right there. Good start. Let's see, maybe perception boots. Oh, okay. We're gonna steal Prometheus boots. That has resistance. Then let's look for some HP percent gloves, maybe Mercurial. I would have preferred something perception or regen. Oh, well, let's see what we can get for these top pieces. We just need resistance and accuracy. Actually, let's look for accuracy. Maybe we can get, I don't even know. Wait, equipped. It's a good piece. We just got to steal whatever we can. I don't love. I mean, we're after all that, we're at 96 resistance. If we like put them in Mercurial, I mean, we have a resistance banner available. If you got them to 6 stars, but after all that, we've got 120 resistance. Okay, this is not upgraded at all. If you got this to 6 stars, you got a 6-star resistance banner. Now, is this worth it to you? I don't know about that. What about, okay, you haven't done his masteries. You could consider putting in accuracy and resistance in there as an option. We got a blessing. You could wait. I mean, obviously, it's going to be too late this time. I don't know if you have a preference for a blessing. I mean, we could just throw on brimstone if you want. It's not going to give us the accuracy, but we can get the, you know, when you get it to 5-star, it'll be better. Yeah, I mean, we can try HP percent if it's available. Let's see. We got HP percent here. But he's 5-star. You'd have to get him 6-star probably. I don't think you're going to be able to do it this time around. I think that's more like prepare him for the future. Yeah, he needs to get him to 60. Quite frankly, that's just not going to happen. Give him to 60. Give him a 5-star. It's a potential for the future. Not in the next 8 hours. Yeah, I mean, Scarab King sucks. For sure. You just kind of don't really have the gear right now. Certainly not enough to spread the wealth. You kind of need all the things. You need the resistance, you need the accuracy. You'll get some of that when you get him to 5 stars. You'll get some of that possibly when you fill out his masteries fully. But he's 5 star right now. And you need to really be working on your Great Hall. You've How old is this account? Level 64. Okay, you're on day 112 and your Great Hall looks like this. Tells me you're not farming arena. And you need to. Even if you don't like arena, you do it for the Great Hall. Trey, what does it matter? It's 5 star. None of it matters. He has got 20k HP. I already took off. Like, we don't even have. We got nothing. He needs to be 6 star. None of that matters. He needs to finish the masteries. You're stressing about something that's not happening. What's up, Zach? Yeah, I mean, farm your Great Hall. Realistically, just when you go into arena, look for arbiters. Do this all day. You've got really good nukers now. I don't know how your builds are, but definitely got some good champions. Hey, you're back in Gold 5. Look for those arbiter teams all day long. Leonardo's really good too. So is Predator. You've got great champs. I mean, Trey really thinks that if we put HP percent on everything, that it's going to get done. He doesn't even have HP percent boots. And why would he? What's up, Chase? I don't know. We are up against unreasonable hope. To see if we can even get a hit in here. Oh, we probably took some gear from her though. We took some Godseeker's gear. I mean, he just doesn't have a lot of gear, you know? That's kind of how Faction Wars works, Chase. You might use them in Curse City, though. You might use them. Who knows? That you never know when they might bring up some random thing where you gotta use some stupid champ. I have plenty of champions that I have not touched in 3-4 years. I mean, Chuggins, if you really want to try, Trey seems to think that if you get them both to like 50k HP, maybe you have a chance. She She's at 50k, but she didn't have regen on. If we give her that. We can try one more. One more time if we can get him to 50k somehow. Do we have like HP? Anything? Yeah, that's 57k HP for a Neri. I mean, it's tough to get him to 50k when he's not even. He's not even 6-star, you know? Got like a HP relic, maybe? Oh, maybe this revolting seedling will help. Give it one more go. Why not? We got time tonight. Nothing else going on. Maybe pull some shards tomorrow night. I mean, what's even the reward for this? Is this even worth that much effort at this point? I mean, this boss is hard early game when you have all your champions available. Oh no. Why did she not revive? All right, let's see what he does by himself. Nah. I Think you're gonna need better gear than that. Yeah, Rams. I'll be here tomorrow for a shard party. I love to pull shards. Yeah, I wouldn't even. I don't even know why you're worried about that, boss. Is it because you're trying to get the keys? I don't think you're taking down Amius. Not likely. Chase has got to be like the one person in the world that would be upset with the two mythicals I pulled him. I could have pulled you like 3 crappy ones. I pulled you 2 amazing ones. Yeah, honestly, Chuggins, you need to focus on getting masteries for all your champions, all your good champions. Actually, you've done a pretty good job of that. I guess it was just Ezio that was short. Get gear. Gear is what's really holding you up. You just don't have a lot of it, from what I can tell. Farm gear. Shoot, you can do Hard Dragon 7 and Spider 1. That's kind of slow, honestly. Just do Spider 20, Spider 25, Hard Spider 1, whatever. Farm gear. Spider, Dragon Slayer. How's your Fire Knight? You can farm everything. Farm gear. Like, you should not be holding on to offense and defense and crit rate and crit damage. You should be at a point where you are farming for real gear sets. Focus on speed. Focus on savage. The sets that matter. You should be getting a good amount of feral if you're in an active clan. Work on your gear and farm arena. Now that you have a Commodus, blow away the arena, get a lot of easy wins, work on your Great Hall. Chase, that's just RNG, man. That's bad luck for sure. As far as your rates sucked, but the champions that you got were amazing. It could be the other way around. You could have gotten a bunch of really bad ones. The thing about mythicals is most of them are arena focused. Some are good in multiple areas. To be fair, I didn't pull you a Mezamel. I didn't pull you a Curosa. She's good for sure. I like a Theodosia. All right, Chuggins. I would say work on getting gear and work on your Great Hall. That's what you need to do. You can't do much in the way of Demon Lord until you get Demon Lord specific champions. Kind of annoying. But if you can 3-key Ultra Nightmare or 4-key even, it's fine. Someday you'll be able to 1-key it. You just have to get the right champs. Farm gear though. It's nice to get nice champions, but gear is essential in the game. And farming your Great Hall is just free stats. Oh man, I want to do tournaments. As soon as that is possible, I would love to figure that out. That would be awesome. I'd say Kurosa is up for debate. I don't have her, so I don't know. Also, there's something that you got to understand about Krakens is they live in a different world than us. Sometimes champions are really good for Krakens and really bad for the rest of us. Sometimes champions are really good for the rest of us and bad for Krakens. It's just the way it is. He lives in a different world. All right, Chase, we'll see if you have better luck on your own account than I did. Or at least something that'll make you happy. I did pull you Nekamo Thar too, though. He's good. You forget about that. Could have pulled you garbage. I pulled you some good champs. Here's the thing. This is where we get our dopamine, right? This is where we have the most fun. You can have all the champions in the world, but if you don't have the gear for them, then you only look scary. You're a paper tiger. I'm sure many of you guys have run into a wall of mythical champions in arena and blown them away because they got no gear. So they're just a kraken that don't know what they're doing. And then there's me, who I run into crypto, and then he spanks me, sends me to my room crying, saying, "What did I do to deserve this?" You still have like a couple weeks for the coalition event, don't you? Week and a half, 2 weeks, week and 4 days. I just focused heavily on like these arena victories, or like use energy on like the event dungeon kind of thing. You don't have to do all of these things necessarily. I personally It's been a while since I've pulled soul stones. It feels like maybe it hasn't been that long. It feels like forever. I desperately want to pull some soul stones. I hope we get a good deck of fate for one of the assassins soon, but we'll see. Yeah, let's see. Which ones was I which ones could I not do? Um yeah, I did not finish Soul Cross. I could have done Shogun, but I was focused on Sand Devil. And I don't even know why my Titus team put up 2 billion, but apparently didn't do 1,000 turns. That's the problem with Titus teams. Eventually, you get swallowed and the run's over. And then this one will be done in a few days, but it doesn't matter because I'm done with the coalition of it anyway. Let's see, do I have anything here? Nope, not quite. I guess I still have Grim Forest to do, huh? I have I have not even touched the challenge stages. Honestly, not that interested. I've heard that the rewards are just not that good. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. I don't have enough brain power to work on a one-time event for bad rewards. So I just let it go. I haven't even honestly, I took the team to 30 and then I ran it once to see if it would work on 31. It didn't. Never touched it again. I put zero thought into it. I honestly haven't seen any creators do any stuff for that either, other than Bronco. And he lives for that kind of thing. I heard something about Cardinal being very good for that stuff. I put no effort into it because I just kind of didn't care. What are the rewards even? I just heard they weren't good. They don't even tell you the rewards, do they? Oh, like if you get all the way to stage 35, you get 50 gold celestial crystals and a legendary gemstone and a rank 3 basalt. That sounds painful when I can just focus on getting good chimera runs. It's just not worth it to me. Like if you just like really like puzzles, maybe you have fun with it. I see that and just don't care. Yeah, I've heard about Cardinal being useful. So you look into that, I guess. Turtle, turtle, turtle. Ugh. Let's see. I don't know. This is a kind of weird time in the game where we have a Titan event going on for a champion that people don't care much about. So it's not very exciting. It's like we got a champion that we specifically like anybody that actually went for Cassandra mostly got her for Faction Wars when the Organites Faction Wars comes out, but that's going to be in like 6 months, 9 months, a year, even possibly. So it's just like she's just sitting on the bench. Not very many people went for her. Fewer people are going for the Titan event. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? Just farm, I guess. I did go to Oregon State, like my father before me. I am a true beaver. I don't have Polera. I don't like Faction Wars hard. I don't really have the champions. I don't have. Some of those factions are crazy hard. I don't enjoy that content. As much as I love Grim Forest, I hate hard faction wars. I don't have the heart for it. To just RNG your way through like stun sets. Hope I get enough stuns on my stun sets. Or like, you have to put an HP burn, but you don't have an HP burner in the whole faction. Oh, you're gonna go there? Awesome. You must be young. We may have talked about that. I forget. Yep. A long time ago, I went to Oregon State. A longer time ago, my dad went to Oregon State. I was a fan since I was a little boy. Going there was always top of my list. Oh yeah, not to mention the Jingwans and the Elvas. So it's like you stun them and then it doesn't count, or it just instantly gets cleansed. It's just fun. Like, I don't mind that the like getting through the waves are harder, but the conditions are just not fun. It's like you have to have specific champions, sometimes mythical specific champions to get through them. Like one, I think it's the orcs where you go up against a Nell. I have Tagore as my only reviver in the whole faction. I'm going to go against a Nell? Get out of here. That's not fun to me. Okay, I have a business degree from Oregon State. I do not have a golf degree. Are you a really good golfer? I know that Oregon State traditionally has a pretty good golf program. Not like champion level, but like when it used to be the Pac 12 champion level. So probably whatever we call the conference next year. Very good. Dang, I only need one more charm. You gotta be one of the youngest Raid Shadow Legends players. Okay. I have I did go. Steven Jackson was a freshman at Oregon State University when I was a senior. So I did see him around because I lived on campus most of my time there. So he was a freshman. He would have lived on campus probably as well. Let me tell you about Steven Jackson, who was an amazing running back. Is he in the Hall of Fame? He's a very good running back for the for the St. Louis Rams, not Los Angeles Rams. He should be in the Hall of Fame. He was good. He was very good for Oregon State as well. Let me tell you about Steven Jackson. I saw him playing basketball on the recreation courts there. Steven Jackson is the absolute man, but he's got the worst 3-point shot I've seen in my entire life. At least when he was 18 years old. But he was Steven freaking Jackson. So nobody told him to stop shooting. Because he was the man. But it was the worst shot I've ever seen in my life. He hucked that sucker up at will. Confidence levels sky high. I always get a laugh about that. Terrible, terrible shot. But he's an incredible running back. So, who cares? But yeah, to answer your question, I did go there with Steven Jackson. I also went there with Ocho Cinco. Do you guys know Ocho Cinco? Back then, Chad Johnson. And when I tell you that I went to school with Chad Johnson, this is what I mean. I went to school at the same time that Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, played football one season for Oregon State. And he may have even shown up to class the first week of school. Maybe the first day of school. He might have shown up. That might have been the last time that he showed up. Allegedly. Allegedly. So when I say that I went to school with Ocho Cinco, let's see, it was his 5th year of college, technically, I think. I was a junior at the time. He took us to the Fiesta Bowl and we beat Notre Dame by 1,000,000. But I'm not entirely sure that he ever went to class after the first day of school. And why would he? He didn't have to go to school after that. I never saw him on campus though. I just saw him at games. And he wasn't even well known. He might have even been suspended at the beginning, like the first couple games or something. I feel like he might have been suspended for a game or two at the beginning of the year. And we just got better and better as the year went on and he got more and more popular, more famous in, on campus. But, as soon as the season was over, he was gone. He had transferred through a couple schools. I think he'd gotten in some sort of trouble. I don't know if it was academic or what. He'd had to go to like some junior college or something at some point. But we that year we brought in a bunch of junior college transfers. He showed up like that year. Him and TJ Hushmanzada, they really took us off. Like our best season in the last, since I've been alive. Yeah, Ocho Cinco is probably like 4-ish years older than uh Steven Jackson, something like that. Because Ocho Cinco would have been a 5th year senior, I believe. And Steven Jackson he played as a true freshman. Yeah, you know, I had a lot of classes with student athletes. you get a wide range. You get you get people that are like 4-point students, right? 4.0 students. And you got guys that can barely read. And it doesn't have to be like the star or the walk on or whatever. It doesn't matter. I knew like special teams football players that could barely form a sentence. And I also knew like a volleyball player that was a genius, you know? It as big as a school is, like Oregon State at the time was around like 14, 15, 16,000 students. I still knew a lot of athletes. And I was not an athlete. I just was around enough things that I met enough of them. Classes and stuff. Like you get all kinds with athletes. But Chad Johnson, I don't believe went to a lot of classes. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Rams. So right now, we're in the Pac-2. It's just Oregon State, Washington State, and basically we've been playing sort of West Coast Conference or whatever. Next year, we invited a bunch of other schools into the Pac. So like next year, it's going to be like Fresno State. Every team that ends with state, basically. Boise State, Fresno State, Texas State. A lot of state schools. So Washington State, Oregon State, Boise State, Fresno State, Texas State. I don't remember them all off the top of my head. Almost all of them, except for Gonzaga, who is joining us for at least basketball. I think all of them in state, strangely enough. But yeah, it'll be interesting. There's at least like 8 or 9 teams in the conference currently scheduled to be in the conference next year. I don't know. College sports is weird now. You got like Stanford and Cal playing in the Atlantic Coast Conference, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. You guys got taking NIL money, which means nothing. It's a misnomer at this point. I don't know. I hope things turn around for college sports because college sports is my favorite sports. I like Beaver sports more than I like pro sports, but everything's just a mess right now. Like you don't even have guys sticking around for 2 years, let alone 4. No, Gonzaga doesn't have football. I think that I don't know if it's just basketball or if it's everything but football that they're coming for. I don't remember the details. But they don't have football. They do have basketball. Sometimes their baseball team's okay. But yeah, the Pac whatever is a total mess. College sports are weird. They're basically semi-pro. Sometimes it pays more to be in college than to go pro. It's weird. It's dumb. They need to figure it out. They need to make it better. But out of my control. Here's the problem with the NIL. It's supposed to be name, image, likeness. So, like, if somebody wanted to use your face in a video game, you could get paid for it. That's what it was supposed to be. Now it's just pay to play. It's just a contract. Sponsors, donors, whatever, put money into a pool for NIL, and the school just offers players to come and play for them. It's a contract. NIL is a fake name. It's not what it's supposed to be. That was the whole idea from the beginning. Players are like, hey, I should be able to profit off of my name, and that's fine. I understood that. But now it's just literally just how much can you pay them? Now, yeah, I mean, quite frankly, every school paid players under the table before, but it's out of control now. And I wouldn't even care about that. Make whatever you can make, right? I don't care. But could we get players to stay for more than 3 months? Like, what's the point of college sports if it's just a lower level of professional sports? What's the point? You're not representing the school if you're not going to stay there for more than 3 months. You're just a part time professional athlete pretending to be a student athlete. That's all. Like, there's zero loyalty to the school anymore. It used to be like most players were kind of from the area. No, we always recruited a lot to California, but it was still like West Coast. You get a few players from Florida or Texas or whatever. Now it's just players hopping from school to school, wherever they can get the most money, or they just don't even end up at another school because they enter the portal thinking they'll make money and then they don't. But the teams are worse because the teams can't gel over the years. You you have no like association with the players that you're rooting for anymore. It's worse than pro sports because pro sports, you're going to sign a 5-year contract. At least make the contracts longer. Make whatever you're going to make. Yeah, it all goes back to the UCLA basketball team. That was 30 years ago, by the way. They won that title while I was in driver's education class. I remember it very clearly because I'm old. Think we may have gotten off topic from Raid, but that's okay. Whatever. Let's see. I don't know. So, shard party tomorrow night. Where am I at? An arena? Gold 5. It's Thursday night, so I kind of have to. I never know if I'm going to go for plat until it's Sunday, and if I have time to go for it or whatever. But toward the end of the week, I try to get at least close to where I need to be. So I'll put in a defense sometime around Thursday ish. Usually, you gonna try to hunt me down? I'm at 36-39. Come find me. Looks like generally they keep you within like 100 points most of the time. Come hunt me down. Try to find me. Oh, you might run into me. See if you can take me down. I tell you what's not going to happen. Your Commodus is not going to do the job. I've only been attacked 2 times all day because I have a real defense in. uh well, Predator does go for RNG, doesn't he? Good luck. It could happen. I don't know. I mean, you got to get past my nice. You have your own nice. I don't know if your Predator is strong enough to take down my Duchess. My Duchess, who I've been thinking about putting in Mercurial 9-piece. I might pull that trigger this weekend. You just got your Tag Arena badge. I don't even, tell you the truth, I don't pay much attention to the badges. If the badges aren't red, I don't care much. I don't even know what the Tag Arena one does. Now that is a hot take. Do you mean it's trash because you don't think that you can use it? Or do you think it's trash because it's making Arena too difficult? For Gold 4. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Tell you the truth, I have never tried to get in Gold 4. I get into Gold 3, and I haven't tried Gold 4. It'd probably be difficult. Possible? I don't know. That's tough. I'd have to probably invest some serious time into it. I don't always have that kind of time. Um, Wrong. So here's the deal. If you get 9 pieces, places a total guard stack at the start of this champion's turn if they have no total guard stack. So you can replenish a total guard. That's why it's going to be important to have different kinds of sets on your teams. You don't want everybody in like 9 pieces of Merc or 9 pieces of Stone Skin or 9 pieces of Feral. I think it's going to be more important to mix and match things. Yeah, 9-piece only. You're right. So it's going to depend on the champion, what you do. Some champions you might want Merc and Stone Skin, I think, could be an option. Some champs you still want, Stone Skin Savage, Merc Savage. I think it's going to be interesting. See what happens when people actually get uh, good Merc gear in the coming months. So, Cruisin' today or yesterday had a really good video on who benefits from 9 pieces of Mercurial gear. Usually it's going to be like a support champion that goes really fast, gets lots of turns, so that they can replenish their total guard. Yeah, you definitely need decent speed at least. But that's how's that different than anything else? You always need good fast gear, right? Pretty much on just about everybody. Not everybody, but just about. Yeah, I mean nine piece is going to be important, but I can get 9 piece on Duchess. Yeah, the accessories are going to be the hard part. I got lucky with Demon Spawn. I really want it on Hilvy, but let's see what I have available. I don't have a banner. Okay, this is the one thing I want them to fix on gear, on accessories. Look at this. I'm on Chronophage, right? Chronophage is open. I go filter, I go equipped. Now I'm on Mercurial. I don't know if you guys have this problem. Like, if I try to put on a feral piece, I'll equip it and then it'll spaz out and it'll move the screen all over the place. I don't know where I was. Why? Why can we not get this fixed? Yeah, I can get decent gear on Duchess. It's not as high resist, but it's as fast and as high HP from what I remember. I got some very good pieces. Like the accessories are a little weak, but I've gotten some I've gotten triple speed rolls on everything, plus speed boots with speed. So I can get something decently fast and tanky. I even have a resistance banner with a triple speed. My Hilby sucks, by the way. I don't even like my Hilby build. So that's not surprising. My Hilby build is not good. That's why I don't really use her. It's hard to get great pieces for support champions. It's hard to get like HP percent gauntlets and stone skin with quad rolls of speed. What's up, Twin Eyes? Yeah, I really hate I really hate how like this spazzes out so easily. That was like my biggest like what do you call it? I forget the phrase. Quality of life. My my life would have so much more quality if they fixed this. For sure. Let's see, like Mercurial. Let's see. Nope, that's Merciless. Like I've got HP percent with double speed, but no resistance. Attack percent with double speed. And flat attack with triple speed. This one hurts. The fact that the triple rolls always happen on flat stats, I swear. Now 300 is solid for like a tanky reviver. It's not like insane, mind you, but it's solid. All right, guys, it's getting late. It's been fun. That was a fun chat. Tomorrow night, Shard Party. Be there. Let's pull some shards. If you haven't already subscribed to the video, you could do that right now. Subscribe to the channel, excuse me. You can like the video. You can join our Discord at exclamation Discord. Come hang out there. And we'll be back tomorrow night for a shard party. Thanks for the new subscribers. Appreciate it. They matter depending on the champion. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to new people for hanging out. Having fun chat. We're going to pull some shards tomorrow night. And once my faster champ, it's just Arbiter. I do not have like Theodosia or Galathier. I got a 431 Arbiter. It's okay. It's okay. Not insane. After that, it's like, I don't even know. I know I've got a decent Fabian's after that. Fabian's like 362. Yeah. Fabian's my second fastest. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow night, most likely for a shard party.